this camp was?
To make sure that I'm always trying to get better every day. But me and Shep talked about it. One of my goals is not so much, and I don't want to kind of belittle the practice, because practice is where you gain your confidence and build your game. But my goal is to make sure I transfer everything from here to the game. I won't be satisfied until the end of the season and my production's where it wants to be. So this is my fourth camp here, so I'm kind of used to the schedule and the pace of it. And I'm having fun out here, so it's kind of more of an easygoing mindset. But I'm just having fun, man. I'm trying to get the young guys out here to make sure they get on track faster, and they're doing a great job. So I think our future's bright, man. I like where we're going.
But not all four of your camps have been at the receiver position.
No. No. But about 2.5, 3 are.
Right.
So by now, I will hope I'm used to it. But no, I'm liking where I'm at. I'm feeling more comfortable in my route running. I'm able to do some things, some clever things within my routes that I wasn't confident to do earlier on. So I just got to continue to make big plays.
Talk about your production. Can you be specific about that? Where do you want to be in a game situation as far as, do you have like a specific measuring tape essentially for what you want to do in games?
Well, in games, I want to make sure I score touchdowns. I think our offense is high-powered. Of course, we got number 4 on the team, and I don't want to make it, to where he got to carry the whole load. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we got to make more plays out there on the outsides, to give him more opportunities to not get doubled and not just be the focus, you know what I mean, of the defense. So, and that's just gonna I feel like when I shoot for the stars and land for the moon, as far as trying to get 5 touchdowns a game, if I shoot for that and I may get 2 or 3, I did my job, you know what I mean? And I think that's, as far as me just making the easy plays easy, and making the hard ones easy as well, I think that's, for me, that's one of my my goals really. As far as production, I think everything else will fall in line with itself.
I was to say, I saw you a couple of times getting not in the face, but talking with a loud voice to some of the young guys. What do you do as a leader to stay positive? But also, this is a talented group that could take your position. How do you, from a sense of urgency standpoint, how do you balance all of that?
As far as me, I kind of I've been writing my journal a lot. I've been putting a lot of my feelings on paper. They call me angry man on the team, but I've tried to get better at that. So when it comes to arguing with one of those guys or trying to get in their face, I'm just trying to make sure today we kind of messed up one on the plays in Skelly.
Yes.
And I wanted to make sure that he knew we're trying to be perfect. So when I told him that, I made sure to come back behind what I argued with him, and I got on him. You know what I mean? I tried to come back and say, man, look, we need you. You got this. You've been doing it all camp. Just make sure that you can't lose focus. You know what I mean? Because when we're in the game, one play, that's all it takes to lose a game. So I try to make sure to let them know that we have to be intense every play. We can't lose a play.
I would not associate you with angry man.
No? I mean, sometimes, like in the heat of the moment, I do. But off the field, I'm one of the good guys, man.
When you balance that sense of urgency, though, with that leadership quotient for you, I mean, how do you balance that?
Well, I kind of want to lead by example.
Yeah.
If they see I'm out there doing it, sometimes I won't have to say it. Sometimes it'll be reciprocated to the others, and they want to just feed off of what I'm doing. So I think that's one of the things that I think other players respect more than just someone out there hollering all the time. And because if you have no substance in what you're saying, behind what you're saying, no one's going to respect it. So I just want to lead by example, and that's one of the things I think can make sure that the sense of urgency and the leadership can be correlated at the same time.
How have you seen Rondale evolve in year 2?
In year 2, I think he's more mature in a lot of ways. As far as he has confidence, and it's like a maturity it's not like, I saw him game 1 last year, he was anxious, like his eyes was this big until he caught that first touchdown. Then everything else, it was like he was back to normal. I think now he's more taking that role of leadership. He's outspoken. Last year when he first came in, he wanted to make sure that he proved himself before really speaking out loud to the team. Right now he's really communicating with the young guys, trying to make sure that they're getting to the place where we need them to be. And I really like it, man. He's always been a humble cat, though. We've always gelled well. So I think he's taking more of a leadership role this year.
As you get into the playbook more with Jeff,
does that open up more and different sorts of things for him to do as well?
As far as Wendell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
of
you,
course.
I guess. But I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff is always gonna open up new stuff. He's always studying the film. He's always finding new ways to get people open, getting people the ball. And so our job is just to make sure we stay on track in what they want, study the playbook,